Hello, Taurus. I am your inner voice awakening. You are not here by chance. The energies of the cosmos have conspired to bring you this message. Open your spirit and allow the wisdom of the universe to illuminate your path today. You did not stumble upon these words by chance. An unseen current has been stirring around your energy for days, guiding your steps, bending coincidence into purpose, and delivering you to this message at the exact second your spirit opened itself to receive it. Something ancient and luminous has been trying to reach you, Taurus, pulling threads through your dreams, your sudden thoughts, your inexplicable sensations. And now, as I unfold the cards before me, I feel the unmistakable pulse of a divine summons. Not a whisper, but a calling that insists you remain with me until the final revelation, because what is about to rise in your path today may alter the trajectory of your fate in a way you cannot yet imagine. The first card trembles with a warning. Shadows have been moving too close to you lately, Taurus. Not always malicious, but muddled, envious, or draining forces that have quietly fed on your stability and your generous heart. You who nurture others with fierce loyalty, have unknowingly allowed certain energies to sit at your table without paying attention to the weight they place on your shoulders. And although you've tried to brush off the heaviness, pretending it's just exhaustion or stress, the universe insists otherwise. It urges you to pay attention, to stay until the end of this message because an unexpected signal, one that may appear before the day closes, will confirm exactly who or what has been feeding off your light. But before we move deeper, a phrase arises. One you must repeat within yourself when the moment feels right. I reclaim my path. Let it echo. Let it vibrate. Let it anchor you. You may repeat it later. You may whisper it now. But know that its power is already moving. I reclaim my path. This decree will return to us in the coming moments, because it holds the key to breaking the chain you have been sensing around your energy. Now, Taurus, let us follow the unfolding of the cosmic story. The celestial wheel around you has been shifting at a pace you didn't expect. You've felt it, the emotional pressure, the sudden introspective nights, the feeling that something needs to be rebuilt from the ground up. This is not coincidence. These are energetic contractions before a powerful spiritual rebirth. But every rebirth begins with a confrontation. A confrontation with what has been hidden behind you, lurking, observing your steps with intentions that have not always been pure. You have had admirers, yes, but you've also had observers, those who study your strength, your consistency, your potential, and wonder how they can bend it to their advantage. And the universe is revealing them now because you're entering a cycle where only aligned souls can walk beside you. The rest will fall away, and some will resist that fall. Some will cling. Some will disguise themselves as concern. Others will wrap their intentions in silence. But the cards are clear. Their grip on your energy weakens when you become conscious of them. Awareness itself is your weapon. Something else rises from the cards as I touch them. A shift in your emotional field. A softening, but also an awakening. You have endured storms recently, storms of doubt, storms of fatigue, storms of wondering if the universe has forgotten the promises it once whispered to you. But it has not. It has only been rearranging the path so that what is truly yours can arrive without interference. And so I say to you with certainty, divine justice is moving. Not the justice made of human hands, but the kind that arrives with perfect timing. The kind that exposes lies without you lifting a finger. The kind that elevates you just when others expected you to fall. The kind that balances the scales not with punishment, but with revelation. This brings us to what the next card reveals. A turning point. A flash of insight. A sudden realization that grants you clarity you've been seeking. It may come through a conversation, a message, a dream, or even a moment of silence where something clicks into place so undeniably that your soul reverberates with confirmation. And when that moment arrives, Taurus, remember the phrase, I reclaim my path. Let it rise in you like a beacon, because repeating it seals the energy of realignment. This moment, though, is not simply about discovering what holds you back. It is about understanding what awaits you on the other side of that discovery. You are entering a period of amplified intuition, sharper than you've ever experienced. Your senses are becoming more attuned to truth, more alert to deception, more open to spiritual guidance. Signs will increase. Numbers repeating. Animals appearing at unusual moments. Conversations echoing exactly what you needed to hear. All of this forms part of the guidance the universe has been preparing for you. A whisper emerges from the cards. Abundance. But not the kind you chase. The kind that meets you. For weeks, perhaps months, you have felt blocked, stuck, or stagnant in matters of money, work, or material progress. But this stagnation was not a sign of failure. It was a redirection. You were being prepared to receive something larger than what you originally sought. And though it may not yet be visible, the energy has already begun shifting. Prosperity approaches slowly at first, then suddenly, like dawn dissolving the night. An opportunity you thought was lost reappears. A financial door you assumed was closed opens wider than before. A message arrives, an offer emerges, a path becomes clear. And just as the universe brings abundance, it also brings the promise of emotional renewal. Love, Taurus, whether existing or soon to emerge, is approaching a moment of clarity. If you are in a connection, expect truth, depth, and emotional healing to rise. Not chaos, not confusion, but revelation. And if your heart has been wandering alone, know this. Someone somewhere is beginning to feel a pull toward your energy. A recognition. A magnetic alignment. The kind of connection that doesn't knock on the door. It simply appears, unannounced and undeniable. As the cards shift again, we approach the first turning point of your prophecy. Something unexpected appears. A card that warns and blesses at the same time. It reveals both a threat and a solution. An enemy and a victory. A shadow and a flame. This card shows that someone may soon reveal their true intentions. Not through their words, but their actions. A slip, a reaction, a moment where the mask falls. And though this may surprise you, it will not harm you. Because divine justice is watching. And this revelation will serve your growth, not your suffering. Now here is the moment when the message promised at the beginning begins to take shape. The turning of fate. The shift you were meant to hear. You must write this in the comments as a declaration of your readiness. My light is protected. Let this become a seal, a signature, a sacred acknowledgement that you accept the transformation unfolding in your path. And as you write it, or as others write it, feel how the energy shifts. Feel how the universe responds to intention. And then, gently, be reminded. Just as you are thanking the cosmos for sending you this message at the precise moment you needed it, offer a gesture of gratitude by engaging with this reading. A simple act of support, a like, becomes an energetic offering. A signal that you're ready to receive more guidance, more messages, more divine alignment. Doing so is not about me, but about you committing to the spiritual unfolding that is now taking shape. Before we close this first movement of your prophecy, your colors rise from the cards: earth green and gold. Green for grounding, gold for expansion. Your lucky numbers shimmer: 6, 24, 33, and 8. These will echo around you in the coming days. Pay attention. They are markers of alignment. Your spiritual energy for this cycle is protective and ascending. You are shedding old versions of yourself. You are stepping into sovereignty. And you are preparing for a climax that will reveal exactly why the universe brought you here today. And as the next card turns beneath my fingertips, Taurus, the threads of your destiny tighten with a deeper urgency. The energy that surrounds you now is no longer soft, no longer subtle. It is deliberate, pulsing, insistent, as if the universe itself leans closer, determined that you grasp what is unfolding. The shadows that once lingered quietly behind you begin to tremble, sensing that their time is ending. For a long while, these unseen forces relied on your patience, your silence, your tendency to endure more than you should. But that season is closing, and a new vibration rises. One of awakening, reclamation, and unshakable strength. The cards reveal a symbol of quiet rebellion, your spirit beginning to reclaim its rightful territory. You have given too much of yourself to those who did not reciprocate, to circumstances that took more than they offered. You held the world together with your bare hands while others rested upon your certainty. But now the universe asks a question that echoes through your soul. How long will you ignore the power you carry? How long will you dim your fire so others may remain comfortable in their shadows? The question is not an accusation but an invitation, for what comes next requires that you remember who you are beneath all the burdens you've carried. I reclaim my path. The decree returns again, a spiritual drumbeat rising at the edges of your consciousness. Each repetition strengthens the walls around your energy, signaling the universe that you are ready to step out of the fog that has clouded your intuition. I reclaim my path. Speak it softly or speak it with force, but let it anchor itself into your destiny. The next card shivers with light, the card of revelation. Not the dramatic kind that shakes your world apart, but the kind that stitches everything together, that makes sense of the confusion, that clarifies the uncertainty you've been wrestling with. Someone's true nature becomes visible to you, not through their words, for words deceive, but through the cracks in their behavior, the inconsistencies, the moments where their mask slips. And when this happens, Taurus, the universe asks you not to respond with anger, but with understanding. Not forgiveness necessarily, but recognition. The recognition that their actions have nothing to do with your worth, and everything to do with their own shadows. This revelation triggers the real beginning of your transformation. The cards shift, their energy turning from darkness to an intense, blazing gold. The cosmic field around you stirs, and suddenly I see movement. Opportunities rearranging themselves, people being repositioned, paths widening where they once seemed narrow. This is the work of divine justice, the silent force that has been preparing your way while you worried everything was falling apart. Justice moves slowly, but when it arrives with precision. A powerful change enters your material world. I see a door you thought was permanently closed. I see it opening. I see a financial situation you feared would stagnate. I see it expanding. I see a project you doubted would bear fruit. I see it flourishing. And the cards emphasize that this shift is not a stroke of luck. It is the overdue return of what you have long deserved. You have given more than many could understand. You have pushed through barriers that would have broken others. You have sacrificed silently. And now the universe gathers these efforts and returns them to you in the form of abundance. Your energy shows a rise in your personal power. You become more magnetic, not because you try but because you align. People notice. Opportunities notice. Destiny notices. It is at this moment that the universe sends you a reminder. Gratitude amplifies the blessing. A gesture, even a simple act like acknowledging your openness through engagement with this reading, becomes a cosmic signal. It says, I am ready. I am receptive. I am aligned. As you honor the message, you honor the path. But even as abundance approaches, the cards warn that someone may attempt to re-enter your life. Not always with ill intent, but not always with clarity either. This person carries confusion, unresolved emotions, or mixed motives. The universe advises caution. Listen, observe, but do not lose yourself. The new cycle you are entering cannot be built on old instability. Let your intuition guide you. It is sharper now than ever. Your emotional landscape continues to shift. Love, the kind that holds, nourishes, elevates, approaches you with steady momentum. This may manifest as healing within an existing relationship or the arrival of someone whose presence feels familiar, as though your souls recognize each other across lifetimes. This connection carries passion, but also depth, truth, and grounding. Taurus, you are not meant for shallow loves or fleeting infatuations. You are meant for love that roots itself in your soil and grows with you. A card turns, the card of the hidden adversary. This does not represent a dangerous enemy, but an energetic one. Envy, projection, silent resentment from someone at a distance. Their thoughts are not powerful enough to touch you, but the universe reveals them so that you remain aware, not fearful. Your light has always attracted attention. Some admiring, some jealous. But the protection around you now is impenetrable. Their intentions dissolve before reaching you, burnt away by the golden shield rising around your aura. My light is protected. Repeat it. Embody it. Let it settle over you like armor. My light is protected. This declaration becomes a spiritual boundary, a line drawn between you and anything that seeks to diminish you. A powerful twist approaches. A card that shifts the entire landscape of your reading. The Tower reversed. Not destruction, not collapse, but liberation. A sudden removal of something that has held you stagnant. A release. An ending that feels strangely gentle. A breakthrough that feels unexpected and yet inevitable. Something falls away, but instead of pain, you feel relief. You feel peace. You feel breath returning to your lungs. This change marks the beginning of a new life chapter. One where you no longer walk with weights tied to your ankles. And as the dust clears, a golden path emerges. Smooth, open, illuminated. Your steps become lighter. Your decisions become clearer. You feel guided rather than lost. And the universe whispers its promise. Success. You are heading toward recognition, financial improvement, emotional fulfillment, and spiritual elevation. Every area of your life begins to rise, not by coincidence, but by alignment. Before this segment of your prophecy settles, the cards reveal your colors again. Gold and green, shining brighter, charged with intention. Your numbers for this cycle echo once more. 6, 24, 33, 8. Markers of destiny aligning itself in your favor. Write this in the comments as a seal upon your spirit. My light is protected. And as you do, feel how the energy rises, how the universe responds, how your path opens. And gently, as a gesture of gratitude for the message you have received in perfect timing, remember to offer your acknowledgement, your energetic exchange, your subtle sign of readiness through your support of this reading. It is not for me. It is for the cosmic alignment you are entering. The next card vibrates beneath my hand with an intensity that almost hums through the air. Taurus. This is where the prophecy deepens, where the fabric of your fate begins to stretch open, revealing layers of meaning you were never meant to see before this exact moment. The universe is no longer speaking softly. It is declaring, insisting, guiding you toward the inevitability of your rising. And as these messages pour through, the spiritual current becomes unmistakable. You are stepping into a chapter of your life that was written long before your doubts were born. There is a stirring in your energy field, a subtle but powerful shift that tells me your intuition is awakening in ways you have not experienced before. You may feel sudden chills, unexpected insights, déjà vu that feels more like memory than coincidence. These are not random sensations. They are confirmations, echoes, signals that your spiritual senses are aligning, sharpening, tuning themselves to divine frequency. You are beginning to see what was once hidden. You are beginning to hear what was once silent. And as the veil thins, the universe brings forth a truth you must understand. Not everyone around you is aligned with the path you are stepping into. Some are watching you with admiration, others with confusion, and a few with a hidden bitterness you have long sensed but never fully acknowledged. These shadows cling not because they are strong, but because they fear your awakening. They fear your liberation. They fear the moment you finally recognize your own strength and stop feeding their emotional hunger. The cards reveal an image. Chains falling from your wrists, dissolving before they hit the ground. Freedom. The kind you thought you had, but didn't fully possess. And this liberation doesn't come through conflict, Taurus. It comes through clarity, through intuition, through the calm certainty that your spirit has outgrown old cages. I reclaim my path. The decree returns a third time, and now its energy is different. Heavier, more potent, filled with a sense of completion. This is the moment where your declaration becomes a contract with the universe. A vow. A spiritual signature. I reclaim my path. Speak it in your mind. Speak it under your breath. Speak it with intention. The moment you do, the transformation accelerates. The next card emerges with shimmering light, the card of destiny alignment. This card speaks of timing, divine orchestration, and the arrival of events that unfold with perfect precision. Something significant is approaching you, Taurus, and it carries the unmistakable mark of cosmic engineering. A message, an opportunity, a person, a shift. Something arrives in a way that feels too precise to be chance. When it appears, you will know instantly that it is meant for you. And as I lean deeper into the reading, I feel a swell of emotional energy. The card of love rises with unexpected warmth. This energy feels mature, grounded, stabilizing, the kind of connection that doesn't bring chaos, but clarity. If you are connected to someone, expect a healing that softens old wounds, a conversation that reveals hidden truths, or a moment of honesty that opens the heart. If you are single, the universe prepares to draw someone into your sphere who feels aligned with your soul's rhythm. Someone who sees you not as a possession, not as a convenience, but as a force of nature. This person carries devotion in their energy, loyalty, authenticity. They do not fear your strength. They admire it. They do not shrink from your intensity. They match it. They arrive not to take, but to build. Not to drain, but to co-create. Their presence marks the beginning of a new romantic cycle defined by truth and emotional elevation. But along with love, the material world begins to shift as well. I see prosperity gathering in the corners of your path like storm clouds of gold. A financial door opens. A project reaches fruition. A career opportunity aligns with your long-term vision. Money that has been delayed begins to move. And the cards emphasize that this abundance connects directly to your spiritual alignment. It arrives because you are no longer allowing your energy to be siphoned by those who do not deserve it. Your hands begin to open, releasing the weight of old fears, making room for blessings long overdue. As the reading continues, the next card brings a surprising revelation, the presence of a hidden ally. Someone in your environment, perhaps quiet or understated, has been supporting you energetically without your knowledge. Their intentions toward you are clean, luminous, protective. They may soon reveal themselves, or their actions will speak in a way that leaves no room for doubt. This ally becomes instrumental in a coming moment of decision. The energy grows thicker. The cards begin to heat beneath my palm. A major arcana emerges. Justice upright. Divine justice, cosmic justice, karmic balance. The scales of the universe tilt in your favor. Everything that was withheld from you returns multiplied. Everything taken from you is restored. Truth rises. Deception falls away. Karma becomes visible, undeniable, and precise. This card marks the moment your enemies lose their influence. Whatever shadows lingered behind you begin to scatter, unable to withstand the clarity of your rising vibration. Their attempts to hinder you dissolve before reaching you. Not because of who they are, but because of who you have become. They cannot touch what is divinely protected. My light is protected. The phrase resonates through the reading again, anchoring itself like a shield around your spirit. And as you repeat it, internally or aloud, feel the energetic walls strengthening around you. Your aura brightens. Your intuition sharpens. Your path clears. The next shift comes as the wheel of fortune turns, signaling an unexpected twist, a positive turning of circumstances. Something that once seemed uncertain becomes stable. Something that once seemed impossible becomes attainable. Something that once felt stagnant begins to move. The turning of the wheel favors you now, Taurus. Luck aligns itself with your steps. Success echoes ahead of you. And in the midst of this movement, I see a moment approaching. A test, but not a struggle. A decision you must make with clarity. A choice that distinguishes the old you from the new you. You will feel the pull of old patterns, old fears, old comforts. But you will also feel the whisper of your higher self urging you forward. Choose the whisper. Choose the path that expands you rather than confines you. Your spiritual energy continues to rise, glowing in shades of green and gold. Your colors of grounding and expansion. Your lucky numbers appear once again. 6, 24, 33, and 8. They will show up in signs, messages, receipts, times, addresses, or synchronicities. Pay attention. The universe speaks through patterns. Before this segment of your prophecy settles, the universe asks you to seal the energy of this moment by affirming it in the comments. My light is protected. Each declaration is an offering, a covenant, a message sent back into the cosmos. And as you declare it, and as you gently acknowledge the guidance you've received through your support, the energy around you strengthens even further, signaling your readiness for what is to come. The final card turns with a quiet force, Taurus, and in its movement I feel the culmination of everything the universe has been orchestrating for you. The air thickens, charged with a luminous tension, the kind that rises in the moments before revelation. This is where the reading shifts into its deepest frequency, where truths become unmasked, destinies align, and the final message descends like a beam of celestial fire. The universe has guided you through the warnings, the awakenings, the unraveling of shadows, and now it prepares to show you the victory that awaits you on the other side of your transformation. The card radiating before me is the card of Ascension, a symbol of elevation, liberation, transcendence. It tells me that your soul has been preparing for this moment long before your conscious mind realized it. Everything you have endured recently, the tension, the doubt, the delays, the confusion, has been part of a spiritual initiation. You were not being punished. You were being refined, molded, strengthened. The universe was shaping you into someone capable of receiving what is about to unfold. Your energy expands, stretching outward like a field of light, reclaiming territory that has always belonged to you. Where there was heaviness, there is now clarity. Where there was fear, there is now power. Where there were chains, there is now open sky. And as this shift occurs, something remarkable becomes clear. You are no longer the person who entered this reading. You have crossed a threshold. Your spirit has awakened. Your intuition has reactivated. Your future has shifted. I can feel the presence of your guides drawing nearer, their energy warm and protective, surrounding you like a glowing mantle. They remind you of the decree that has been woven throughout your prophecy, the words that act not just as affirmation but as spiritual command. I reclaim my path. Say it again within yourself, Taurus. This is the moment where it works as a key, unlocking the final gates of your destiny. As I move deeper into the final stage of your reading, the cards reveal an image of transformation in your material world. A breakthrough in finances, a leveling up in career, a new stream of abundance beginning to flow toward you. This is not distant. It is near. I see it forming quickly, within days or weeks, like clouds gathering before a golden storm. The energy of prosperity surrounds you with growing intensity, and the universe urges you to prepare, not by working harder, but by aligning your spirit to receive. Doors that were once closed begin to open. Opportunities that seemed impossible begin to take shape. Support finds you. Recognition finds you. Progress finds you. And you will know it is divinely orchestrated because it will arrive peacefully, naturally, without forcing, without begging, without struggle. Your worth is being acknowledged on a cosmic level. The next card pulses with emotional warmth, the card of heart renewal. This card tells me that your emotional world is entering a season of harmony and clarity. Love deepens, either with the person already connected to your soul or with someone whose energy soon intertwines with yours. This connection is aligned with your newly awakened frequency. It is steady, grounded, and intentional. It honors your heart rather than draining it. Romantic confusion dissolves. Emotional wounds begin to heal. Communication strengthens. Vulnerability becomes easier. And for those who have been waiting for love, the universe sends a message as clear as a bell. Someone is being guided toward you. Someone who matches your depth. Someone who sees beyond your exterior into the essence of your soul. Someone who mirrors your loyalty, your determination, your desire for real connection. This love arrives not as chaos, but as certainty. But before this blessing fully settles, a final shadow must reveal itself. The cards show a figure stepping forward from the background. An individual whose presence has lingered around your energy for far too long. This person may not be an open enemy, but they carry intentions that conflict with your rising path. Their envy, insecurity, or desire for control has created energetic knots around you. Knots you have sensed but could not untangle until now. The universe wants you to understand. Their influence ends here. Not through confrontation, but through elevation. As your vibration rises, theirs can no longer reach you. Their words lose power. Their intentions backfire. Their shadows dissipate. What once affected you now dissolves like smoke in sunlight. And as this realization settles over you, the decree returns with its final form. My light is protected. Speak it again. It is the closing seal of your prophecy. My light is protected. Your aura strengthens even more. It becomes unbreakable. The cards now shift with immense softness, showing images of healing, tranquility, and emotional reprieve. Your life begins to lighten. Stress releases. Anxiety fades. Even your physical body may feel shifts, better sleep, deeper breathing, sensations of warmth or relief. These are signs of your spirit returning home to itself. I see your spiritual energy rising in magnificent hues of gold, expansion, victory, divine favor, and green. Grounding, protection, prosperity. These colors become part of your aura in the weeks ahead, attracting abundance, health, and alignment with greater ease. Your lucky numbers echo one final time. 6, 24, 33, 8. These numbers will appear around pivotal moments of alignment. When you see them, pause. The universe will be speaking directly to you. But the reading is not finished yet. The final card emerges, the card of triumph. A symbol of victory after endurance, of success after struggle, of illumination after darkness. This card tells me that your upcoming season is marked by accelerated blessings, undeniable breakthroughs, and moments of divine justice that will take even you by surprise. You will overcome what once defeated you. You will rise where you once doubted. You will receive what you once feared losing. The prophecy reaches its climax, and a message flows with crystalline clarity. You are entering the most powerful chapter of your life. The shadows have fallen away. The obstacles have weakened. The universe moves you forward now with purpose, precision, and unstoppable momentum. Your journey now shifts into divine alignment. Love strengthens. Money flows. Karma balances. Justice is served. Blessings unfold. And your spirit rises with unstoppable force. May your steps be guided, your path illuminated, and your heart protected as you enter this new victorious chapter of your destiny. Thank you for allowing this message to pass through you. May the universe continue to reveal its signs as you rise. This is where your decree returns for the final time, anchoring your alignment into the highest version of your destiny. I step into truth, power, and divine timing. Say it with certainty. Say it with conviction. Say it as though your future is listening, because it is. The last card appears, shimmering with purpose. The world. Completion. Victory. Fulfillment. Achievement. This card signals the final closure of an old chapter and the triumphant beginning of a new one. You are stepping into a cycle of stability, success, emotional balance, and spiritual clarity. The world assures you that everything is aligning exactly as it must. You have passed the tests. You have honored the lessons. You have earned your ascension. And the promise that began in part 1 now reaches its fulfillment. Victory is yours. Love approaches. Abundance manifests. Healing deepens. Justice prevails. And the shadows that once followed you dissolve under the brilliance of your rising light. Aries, if this message resonates with the deepest part of your spirit, write the declaration that seals your destiny. The light opens my path now. Let the universe see your readiness. Let your future hear your voice. And if your spirit feels touched, strengthened, or awakened by what you have received, honor this moment with gratitude. By liking this reading, you acknowledge the divine timing of this message, you align yourself with future revelations, and you open the gates for more guidance to flow into your life. Gratitude amplifies blessings, and your gesture becomes a symbol of your readiness to step into everything the universe has prepared for you. Now, as this sacred reading reaches its end, allow a final truth to settle gently around your heart. You are not alone. You never were. Something ancient and luminous walks beside you, guiding your steps, protecting your spirit, shaping your destiny. You are stronger than your past, brighter than your fears, and closer than ever to the breakthrough destined for you. May your path be clear. May your heart be steady. May your spirit rise with unstoppable fire. And may the universe embrace you as you step into the victory already written in your name.